and welcome. My name is Isam. I'm the Principal Senior Design Architect for ISD Architects, where we help home and business owners realize their dream projects, a custom design home or an addition, renovation, retrofit for a business, or an interior design for the interior spaces. In this video, I would like to talk about the first phase of any design process, the site analysis. Well, the site analysis is part of the different phases of the design process that any home or business owner should understand or should have a comprehensive knowledge of in order for him or her to understand what lies ahead of them before they embark on any design project. Now, the site analysis obviously is part of the puzzle, or the first step of the several steps that follow in the design process of a building or a project or interior design. And before we embarked on explaining the site analysis phase, I would like to show you the general layout of the design process from beginning to end. Of course, this is a design process and it's not a construction process, which has its own constructions, obviously, but we believe that a good planning for a project leads to a good building of the building. Without planning, without a good design, without a good programming or concept, there would be problems during the design process. The construction process. So we start with the site analysis, and then we move on to the zoning review, and then from the zoning review we realize the program, or we discuss the program, which is the list of spaces that the owner or the tenant would like to have inside their facility. And then we start with the concept, which is purely a conceptual design. In this case, I, as a practitioner, as also as a firm, we distinguish between the concept or the conceptual design and the schematic design. Conceptual design is more of grasping the concept of that design aesthetically and philosophically before we move on to the schematic design, where certain requirements have to be fulfilled in order for that phase to be signed off by the owner. And then we move from that, once the owner has been satisfied in this stage, to the design development, where code issues and things that have to do with the building code and the local building code would be fulfilled completely here, and also the zoning requirements that we extracted from this stage will be specifically implemented and noted at this stage. The last stage would be the permit, which is actually a group of requirements, among which is the working drawings or technical drawings that the architect provides, and also there are other requirements coming from different what is known as authorities having jurisdictions, which means basically if you're on a ravine or you're in an industrial area and there is an exemption, or there are different authorities that deal with the environment and the pollution, then these requirements would be fulfilled at this stage. But in this video, I would like to talk specifically about the stage number one, or the phase number one, which is the site analysis. The site analysis is a very important phase, and it's particularly important for the architect, because the architect cannot reach to, for example, this stage without seeing the site, without feeling the site, without analyzing visually the site. What do we see in the site? What do we do in the site analysis? We go to the site with the company of the owner, of course, and we analyze the site in terms of vegetation, in terms of sound path, as I said, in terms of prevalent wind, where is the wind coming from, where are the openings in the landscape that might have a strong wind in the winter, how do we block it, for example, any natural features, any creeks, any ponds, any certain trees that are doing some environmental impact or having some environmental impact on the site, positively or negatively, so we can negotiate that location. Also, if there is the type of soil, the topography, also the sources of noise on a highway, on an internal street. We also realize the views around the site, the neighbors, and the typology of architecture in that particular site. These are the criteria that we analyze and we check off when we go to the site. And at ISD Architects, it's very important for us to communicate with the clients or with homeowners or business owners who want to build. There is a big cloud of vagueness around this process, and we have a mission of clarifying this, in addition, of course, to our other missions of, environmentally friendly buildings, green buildings, reaching to net zero homes, which is one of our major goals and very important goal, which I'm going to explain further down the road of these videos.